When you know what it means to you to have it all, then you're ahead of the game. Having to define what that is for me changed. It changed once I became a mom. And so if you want to have it all, then stay with me. This video is for you. The idea of having it all has always been a really hot topic, especially for moms who have big financial goals for her and her family. And when I say her, I'm inclusive of every mom in every way, shape, or form. I'm she, her, and so I'm going with that. First, I want to just cover why I'm even doing this video, because this idea of having it all is something that I knew I wanted years ago when starting my business, even before starting a family. And I just kind of set my course for my lifetime in pursuit of having it all. And here are some things I learned along the way. We moms, especially as we become moms, we're not single somethings. And so we're not just like my life is my own. Now we're moms. And so what I do impacts the future generation, even more so. And so I felt like, okay, well, now this really shifted the tide. And I know that having it all has got to look a little bit different because it's got to factor in my family and my husband, right? And what he wants and what we want together. And I like to look to, the women who made it known on a very public level that motherhood comes first, even in the pursuit of having it all. Motherhood will always reign supreme, like Michelle Obama, Beyonce, Rihanna, Ilana Glazer, Alanis Morissette, Serena Williams, all have put it out there that I'm a mother first and everything else can wait until I can do this really well. And it didn't mean that, you put everything off forever just to do motherhood really well. It just means that in the moment when when I'm faced with the priority of being a mom and the other priority of maybe pursuing this ambition, motherhood will always come first. I still have the priority of pursuing my own passions, purpose, and fulfillment in this lifetime, but not at the expense of compromising my relationship with my kids. These women, myself included, are juggling family, home life, career, social life, all while trying to maintain a sense of self. And right now, I've got my two boys, my business, my husband, my family, my life. And I believe that having it all is going to look a lot like having an amazing relationship with my two kids. I've got two boys. I don't see myself having more. I don't have the time for it. Maybe there is room for another kid in our future. I don't know. Right now, I'm focused on right now. Having to define what that is for me changed. It changed once I became a mom. And so I invite you to define what it means to have it all, because if you don't do that, you're going to let all the challenges, all the resistance, all the obstacles that want to challenge your idea of having it all and show you, hey, this is what it looks like to keep up with the Joneses, or this is what it looks like to really have it all. And, it's some person you don't even resonate with, or, it's some celebrity just plastered on your Instagram feed, but it's not necessarily what you find connection with deep down in your core. That's where we want to find what having it all means, because that's true fulfillment in this lifetime. To fully express yourself, to find peace of mind, to find joyful moment in every day, laugh, love, live, right? These are having it all. These things mean having it all. But I think all in all, having it all really does come down to knowing what you want and knowing what you're going to do to make it happen. And of course, right, money in the bank is kind of the byproduct of that, of you living your best life, having money in the bank to do with whatever you want to do, with whomever you want to do it. Because as mothers, we're going to come in contact with conflicting ideals and views and perspectives and distractions. And we don't realize all the triggers that are placed like landmines in society, really meant to test our resolve around that. And it's not a bad thing. It's just it's just the way of life. It's just the way of living in this human form. We don't realize all the baggage that we carry into motherhood, let alone carry into marriage, let alone carry into business. We don't know the kind of baggage unless we do the work to identify those things. Society, TV, culture, conditioning, our upbringing, his and yours, and then you have kids together and all that starts to play a role. We don't realize what's in the way of, what's holding us back from pursuing our own ambitions because of something in our past. something in our thought process, something in our mindset, something in our belief system, the way we structure our lives. It actually means attuning and fine tuning and pruning and refining the things that you actually are after, the things you want to receive, the things you are asking for and allowing for into your life. It's not everything that celebrity A has over there or parent B has over here. It's like, no, it's what I want. And as long as I'm checking myself every day as to, these are my priorities, this is my vision for my life. And yes, things that I'm doing today align with me getting there, slowly but surely, then I know I'm getting there with on both fronts, with both my role as mom and my role as business owner. And some of us have to learn the hard way, that having it all really is subjective. It's up for us to define. I had to learn the hard way as a mother of a 9-month-old when I got pregnant with my second son, and then after my second son was born, facing severe postpartum depression, identity crisis, just overwhelm and overload on a daily basis. I'm not near my family, so when my family visits, they know it's kind of all hands on deck, but it's not every day that I have that. We were attachment feeding my second son, so it's like so much was involved with how I chose to continue working on my business while embracing the life of a new mom. And I'm glad I did the work, the behind the scenes, the deep inquiry work around, what does life look like for me now? What's my business going to do? How am I going to pivot? And I did pivot because I didn't want to, wallow in the depression. I didn't want to do it with any medication. Not saying that medication is bad. It's just a route that I chose not to go down. I wanted to employ some of my skills and techniques after doing mindset work and clarity work all my life, spiritual work. And so it's like it. I took it as a test of my mental strength. And so eventually I got through it. I also gave myself a lot of grace during that time, knowing that this is kind of normal. We're hormonal after kids. I'm nursing, and I've got the demand of a toddler and the demand of a newborn all at once. If you watch any of my other videos about the mental load during those two phases, well, those were coupled together, one on top of the other. I knew my body was undergoing this great big change, and it wasn't just going to bounce back like that. Like, I wasn't just pregnant for 2 years and birthed two humans into the world, and now I'm caring for them with my milk and my time and my attention. And, it's like all that's still happening. And so honor that. So I started charting my moods with the moon, so the lunar calendar. I started tracking my menstrual cycle when that came back again. I started movement, and all these things helped me get out of my head. If you are stuck in your head, you need to move your body, get into your body. I even did a series, Mommy Moves, you should check out. So, in setting up this goal of having it all, first we know we need to define it for ourselves. Get crystal clear on your priorities, your core values, your truths in life. Know that perfection is not the goal. Perfection doesn't line up with having it all. That is not a synonymous relationship. Perfection is its own thing to move through, to get to having it all. In fact, it may be on the road to having it all, but I think you've abandoned it by the time you feel like you have it all. Because not only does abandoning perfectionism shift the perspective and open up opportunities for you to embrace new creative ways to solve the situation or move through a hurdle, but you're also going to be finding that you're consistent. You're putting out, as a content creator, you're putting out content that markets and promotes your products and services, and promotes your business, your brand, and make sure that you're in the marketplace. You're actively marketing. If you're not marketing, you're not in business. So you're actively doing the things using social media, YouTube, what have you, to be putting yourself out there and not letting your perfectionism stop you and be a challenge that gets in your way. And then build your village, right? So build your village. Who can help you do this mother thing? Who can help you do this business thing? Everything from asking your partner for more help around the house, to having in-laws come over, parents come over, nannies come over, hiring a sitter just to be in the other room with the kids while you're doing something else and still home. I mean, whatever it looks like, uh, all the way to outsourcing, through Instant Cart, your groceries. And then on the business front, what can you delegate to team or tech to take some things off your plate? As a CEO, you shouldn't be doing everything. Shouldn't be doing everything. There are things as CEO at every level of business, even at startup, that you should be doing. And you might think, oh, no, I got to build this website and I got to focus, that a CEO should not be building the website at startup. Which brings me to set your boundaries. So we're going to be hit all day long with distractions, gurus telling us that this is what you should be doing when you're starting a business. This is what you should be doing in order to scale. This is what you should be doing to hit that first 10K month. This is what you should be doing to be a millionaire in a year. But all in all, if you're staying true to your definition of having it all, your vision for your life and the life that you want for your family, if you're staying true to that, then you'll be clear on what's a no and what's a hell yes. What is not a hell yes is a no, at least for now. Table that, put it on the back burner, put it on your bucket list for later. Right now, our hell yes goes first. And that is going to add to the bottom line. That is going to put you in the marketplace. That is going to look like what a CEO should be doing. If you have any problems with that, comment below. Let's make a video about that one too. You can say no to your kid's school asking you to volunteer for the bake sale or take up a position for the PTA. You can say no this year. If this year you're focused on certain things and being involved in that way doesn't make or break the relationship and the bond you have with your kids, then by all means say no. You can say yes to something else that maybe benefits the school, benefits your kid, benefits their education and their future development. You can find things that line up, that align with your core values, your truth, your purpose, your ambition, your time. Because I do believe that when we have a business like that in place, then it really does support our lifestyle, the where we want to live. It supports flexibility so that we can parent on a whim, right? It supports us showing up how we want to show up. When we're in tune with how we're moving in this world and our triggers and the things that maybe add to the burdens we bear, then we know that, okay, well, to have it all means less of this, more of this, less of this, more of this, less of this, more of this. The idea of having it all is not black and white. It's not the same for everyone. It's very unique to each individual and their path. And I just want to support you and encourage you to find your way. It's going to vary from one mom to the other, one entrepreneur to the other, and it's going to be shaped by all your life experiences, all your desires for yourself, the goals and aspirations and ambitions you have since you were born. It's going to factor all that in your belief system, the beliefs you are pretty much sharing with your kids. All that factors into this dance of motherhood and entrepreneurship. So be good to yourself. Do yourself the favor of defining what it means to have it all. And I want to hear from you. Have you struck a balance with work and home life? Have you defined having it all for yourself? Share in the comments below. Let me know. And then please like this video if it served you at all. And then subscribe to my channel for more mompreneur content. And I will see you next week. Peace.